Hello, students. Welcome to our class. In this lesson, we will learn the relevant content of motor rotation signal circuit troubleshooting. 1. Work preparation. Electric vehicle motor rotation signal detection is a necessary condition for power on. Similar to the traditional car engine crankshaft position sensor, it can be seen that its importance is self-evident. It is directly related to the normal start, operation and stability of the drive motor. Let's learn how to overhaul the motor rotation signal circuit. We will operate from the 5 steps of operation preparation before the overhaul: operation safety setting, basic inspection and preliminary judgment, measurement and diagnosis, and recovery of vehicles and stations. The tools and equipment used include Geely EV450 vehicle, a set of vehicle maintenance combination tools, automotive plastic warping board, automotive multipurpose junction box, multimeter, automotive diagnostic instrument, insulating gloves, etc. 2. Work safety settings. 1. Pull the quarantine bar during vehicle maintenance. Divide the maintenance work area and remind non-staff to avoid entering. 2. Place high-voltage safety warning signs. Remind people to pay attention to the danger of high-voltage electricity to prevent the occurrence of accidental electric shock accidents. 3. Check the fire extinguisher. 4. Install the wheel stop. 3. Basic inspection and preliminary judgment. 1. Install 4 sets in the car. It generally includes seat covers, steering wheel covers, gear shift rod covers, foot pad paper, etc., which are used to protect the internal parts of the vehicle from wear and pollution. Two. Verify the fault symptom. Press the start switch and find that the high voltage cannot be powered on, the instrument ready light is not on, and the vehicle fault phenomenon is recorded. 3. Connect the car fault diagnosis instrument. Turn off the ignition switch of the car in the off state. Connect the receiving head of the diagnosis instrument to the car. Open the diagnostic machine. Clear the historical fault code. Read the fault code information and record. Read the motor overheating fault-related data stream. The read result is no fault code, and the data flow is normal. 4. Preliminary analysis. 1. The rotation sensor is used to detect the position information, speed and rotation direction of the motor rotor, and feedbacks the signal to the motor controller to control the motor drive. If the controller does not receive this signal, it will not be able to judge the power on phase sequence of the motor, resulting in the failure of the vehicle to power on at high voltage. 2. The possible reason is that the rotation fault is generally divided into hardware faults, that is, the coil winding and motor controller failure of the rotation sensor itself, and the wiring harness or connector failure of the rotation sensor. 4. Measurement and diagnosis. 1. Install 3 sets outside the car. Pull the engine room lock switch to open the front engine room. Lay fender cloth and front grille cloth. Avoid scratches on car paint when carrying out vehicle maintenance. 2. Use a multimeter to check the battery voltage. 1. Zero calibration of the multimeter. Insert the red pen and black pen of the multimeter into the corresponding jack. Set the multimeter to the resistance level. Connect the red and black pen, and the multimeter display displays 0, and the multimeter is normal. 2. Connect the red watch pen and the black watch pen to the positive and negative terminals of the battery respectively, and measure the battery voltage to 1239 volts, and the voltage value is within a reasonable range. 3. Check steps. 1. The basic inspection of the vehicle. Check whether the front cabin connector wiring harness is connected in place. 2. Detect the sinusoidal resistance value of the motor rotation 50 plus or minus 1, 5 ohms. 3. Detect the rotating cosine resistance value of the motor 55 plus or minus 1, 5 ohms. 4. Detect the rotating excitation resistance value of the motor 20 plus or minus 1, 5 ohms. 5. Detect the drive motor rotation signal shielding circuit. Operate the start switch to make the power mode off, and disconnect the DC bus of the car charger. Operate the start switch to make the power mode on, and disconnect the motor controller wiring harness connector BV11. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance between the No.1 of the motor controller wiring harness connector BV11 and the grounding of the body. The standard resistance is less than 1 ohms. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance between terminal 11 of the motor controller wiring harness connector BV11 and the grounding of the body. The standard resistance is less than 1 ohms. 6. Find that the resistance between terminal 11 and the grounding of the body is abnormal. The fault is the rotation sensor line out of the needle, causing the system to report failure, resulting in the motor controller cannot detect the motor rotation signal 39. 4. Troubleshooting. Repair the sensor harness pin. Restart the car. The instrument display is normal. The car is normally powered on. The fault is removed. 5. Workstation restoration. 1. Read the fault code information of the vehicle fault diagnosis instrument, and read the data stream related to motor overheating. The reading result is still no fault code, and the data flow is normal. Remove the receiver of the vehicle fault diagnosis instrument. Turn off the main engine of the vehicle fault diagnosis instrument, and put it back in its place. 2. 3-piece recycling car. Close the front hatch cover. 3. Recycle the 4-piece set inside the car. Recover the wheel stop. 5. Recover high voltage safety warning signs. Recover quarantine fence, fire extinguisher. At this point, the maintenance and measurement operation of the motor rotation signal circuit failure caused by high voltage cannot be powered on is completed. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it will help you in your daily work.